Which 3 of my 22 species are the messiest parrots? Hi, welcome to my channel, guys. Thanks for being here. If you're new, I love parrots. Like I said, I have 22 species. Parrots just make me so happy. They're my bliss, and I love sharing my bliss and helping you learn as much as you can about parrots so that you can also have a blissful bond with your parrot. On my shoulder here is Milo. She's an Indian ringneck. A typical female Indian ringneck who is not always nice to other parrots. But anyway. And if you're a regular and you're already subscribed, you already set your preferences to have YouTube let you know when the next video uploads, usually tomorrow. Thank you for being here. Let's get started. I want to start by telling you that the purpose and the idea behind this video is that you want to know what you're getting into if you get yourself a parrot and you don't have a parrot, or if you get a new species of parrot. It's important to keep their cages clean. That's one of the ways that you will keep any animal healthy, but certainly that's also true for parrots. So I think it's really important because unlike a cat or a dog, a cat who goes in their box or a dog that goes outside, parrots do go wherever, usually before they take off to fly, and it can just be anywhere. That means that keeping clean with them can be a little challenging. For me, I have SOPs, and that means standard operating procedures. And what that also means is, for example, waters happen every day at around 2 o'clock. If they have to happen a little earlier or later, that's fine, but the standard operating procedure is that waters happen every day. Twice a week I have people who come and help me clean the cages so that rails get done, the bottoms get cleaned out, and then during the week I do extra cleaning throughout. So I really do have procedures. I have clockwork things about how things are done. Breakfast is at breakfast time, things like that, so that my parrots have hopefully the best environment, the best food, the cleanest cages, things like that. It doesn't mean that their cages are immaculate, because parrots get their cage and their environment dirty as soon as it's clean. Literally, when people help me clean, they're like, I just cleaned that. Like, I just mopped. The mop is in my hand, and they just get it dirty right away. So it's hard. It's hard to keep up with parrots. And I think that's what makes this a good video. So, out of my 22 species, which are the 3 messiest parrots? Actually, Milo, my Indian ringneck, is not one of them. The first of my messiest species are my Caiques. They really get things dirty. The thing about Caiques is that the way they poop isn't just down, it's kind of out. And so even though I clean, they get their cage dirty in places that are hard to clean. Number 2, believe it or not, Conures, my Green-cheek Conures and my Crimson-bellied Conures, manage to do exactly that. Back up the truck is what I call it, and really get their poop places that are hard to clean. Getting the conure tray clean is one thing. That's easy. You take the paper out, you replace it, or you take the tray out and just wash the whole tray. But when they get it on the sides of the cages and the rails on the cages, that's harder, because then we take the whole cage, we get the birds out, we power wash the cage to try to make sure that the cage kind of looks the way it did when it was spanking new. If you're familiar with parrot poop, you know it really sticks, kind of like cement. And therefore, either being able to soak a tray or rails, I don't know how you would soak a cage, or having a power washer become like the only ways to really get things clean. Who is the 3rd messiest species? You know, instead of telling you who the 3rd messiest species is, I'm going to tell you that my hawkhead, for example, a lot of the birds, they tend to poop just down. So they squat and they poop, and then the poop goes to the bottom of their cage, and it doesn't get all around. That does mean that I have to do things like clean the floor. That's only a couple hours worth. But they keep things pretty clean otherwise, and that makes it really nice and easy. I bleach the floor, I clean the floor every day, and then getting the rails and the tray clean aren't so bad. I think my hawkhead was confused, and she thought the video was who's the loudest. You could still hear her. So I hope you heard me. Because she, like Milo, just lifts her tail and poops, it tends to not get all over like the walls of the cage, and that makes it a lot easier. Taking out the rail and the bottom tray and just power washing them and putting in new paper is a lot easier. And that makes it easy to maintain a clean cage without having to really douse the whole cage every time. So I have parrots like the Caiques who pretty much need their whole cage cleaned every time. And then I have other parrots like Milo who need their rails and their tray done every time, but their cage doesn't necessarily need it every time. The floors need it every day though, and that is what it's like to have parrots. I hope that helps illuminate and give you a real idea of the work that is involved with parrots, because they are a lot of work, good, bad, right, or wrong, kind of the way it is, but they're so worth it. They're amazing, they're intelligent, they're fun, they're loving, they're phenomenal. Thank you for joining me in this blissful video. If you have any questions, please be sure to post below or comment. I love reading your comments. If you're looking for some CBD oil for your parrot, make sure to get Tink's must-have parrot relief on parrotbliss.com. Thanks, and I will catch you in the next feathered video.